welcome back to the Quarantine Check-ins. This is season 2, episode 1. So thank you, Ahad, for being one of our first guests. We are back
Or-
and hopefully better than ever. And my first question to you is just how are you doing? How is school and sports going during this crazy time?
Well, I will say that I think it's been an adjustment for everybody. I am glad that we got to experience a little bit of it last year towards the end of the year. I think it prepared me for now. In terms of sports, it's going really well. I couldn't be happier with like the position I'm in with school and soccer. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna jump into soccer a little bit more, but first, how is it making the voting video that we did? That's gotten like a whole
That
bunch of
was
attention.
fun. Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad I got the experience to do it. It was fun. Just like going through the process, having fun with friends, making an important video, that's especially relevant to the time period that we're in and the political climate that we're in. So, one, it was fun, and two, it's a great message, and I hope everybody felt a little bit more inspired. And people who are unsure about voting, they're more confident about going out there and making their voices heard.
Are you
Yeah,
able to vote this year?
no, I'm not able to vote, but
Yeah, I think none of us that day were able to
I don't
vote.
think so.
So we were all just like doing it for other people.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was cool. That was good. I'm so glad that we got to do that.
Mm.
How was it being a soccer player during COVID? Are you able to have more leadership opportunities? Does it feel like you can't go 100%? What's that like?
Um, at first I was really bummed out because mostly because it has to do with like the college recruiting process. I think that for a lot of players across all sports, like last year towards the end of the season, especially when we were like in the middle of our seasons, that was the prime opportunity to like
Yeah.
email college coaches and have them come out and see us play in certain games. And I was definitely looking forward to it. And I know that right before we went on like total lockdown, I had a couple of college clinics that I was planning to attend, but because of all that, that unfortunately didn't happen. During like the lockdown, I think it really tested who was extremely serious about their work ethic. I feel like for a lot of people, it would have been extremely easy to be like, oh, it doesn't even matter now. Um, we're probably not even going to have a season. But for the people that didn't give up and were actually working and working throughout those couple of months, I think it shows now more than ever.
Are you able to still like get in contact with scouts and like still have that connection?
Yeah, so I think that a lot of colleges are extremely understanding of what has happened, and that also impacts them because that was also their time for like recruiting and looking for kids that they wanted to add to their programs. So they've been extremely understanding of that. They've reached out. I know that like the colleges I was in touch with before COVID, they've reached out to me saying, "Hey, we understand what happened. You should send us your schedules if you are going to have a season and things like that." So they've been able to work around it for the most part. And I know specifically for my soccer league outside of high school, we there's a lot of like turnaround in order for us to get more exposure to college coaches. So there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I totally forgot. You play for two teams, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So how is that? And then because of that, what's some advice that you'd have for like freshmen or sophomores or juniors who want to like get into the sport or just be athletic in general?
Well, I want to say first off, I'm extremely happy of like being able to have the opportunity to play for St. Benedict's, all because of Mr. Garrity. Like that's an incredible opportunity. It's really exciting because like the things I learned over there and that has to do with like leadership and in terms of skill and technique and all those things, I really want to bring that back to North Star. So I think across all of our teams, like that's something that's really helped. Playing for North Star and being a captain for the team we have this year, it's been extremely rewarding. It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that this is probably one of the best teams that we've had in my years of playing for North Star, which is great to say because there's been times where you feel as though like you shouldn't take it seriously because it's North Star, but with a team like this, like I'm proud to say I'm a captain of North Star. And playing for Benedict's once again is just an extremely good opportunity. Considering like my inexperience in the sport and how long I've been playing, it's an opportunity. It's a great opportunity to play with some of the best kids in the nation, and it's extremely fun to get out there and just like compete on that kind of a level. So yeah, that's fun. All it is it's just getting out there, you know. I think that's for any athlete right now. It's just like reaching out to these schools, whether you think you may get into their program or not, like taking chances. Like if you have a highlight reel for your sports, put that together. If you have a certain program in mind, reach out to their college coaches, ask if they want to come to your games, ask what you can do to see if there's any clinics that you can go where they can see you at the actual college. And I know for a lot of the clinics I've gone to, it's also a great opportunity to see the level of the team itself, like the program they already have, because they usually have upperclassmen come down and they'll have them play with you for a little bit. So it's a good opportunity to see where you stand and where the college stands in your opinion as well.
Yeah, totally. One of the things I want to do this season with this show or this series is just like give good advice. And I think you touched on an amazing point, like ask and ye shall receive. Like even if the
Yeah.
college doesn't come to your games or they don't like check out your reel, at least like you got your foot in the door and they can say, okay, we haven't seen this person, but we know that they're like advocating for themselves and they want to be a part of us. So like, and like you
Mhm.
said, exposure
Mhm.
even in something like for me with photography or whatever sports, it can be applied to anything. Like seeing people who are
Mhm.
better than you at what you want to do is so important. Even if you're like not the best on the team or not the best there, it's like, okay, well now I see what the best looks like. Let me grind and try to, you know,
Mhm.
apply that or mimic that.
You may not be as good as you think you are, but if you connect with certain people, like I know I have people like I call mentors and stuff like that still reach out to me every once in a while that I go to because like they're my connections. That's within soccer, that's photography, that's school, and especially like somebody like Mr. Garrity, like that's a good connection that has propelled me into like better situations or a better situation for me to prove myself. So yeah,
Yeah, totally. And like you're actually in my photography class. I don't know if
yeah,
you know for project, and I'm so bummed that like I mean it's great that you're being a captain and amazing at
yeah.
soccer, but I'm like, dang, I wish you could join,
Yeah.
because I know you'd bring like a great perspective to the class. Thank you, Ahad, so much. Captain of the North Star soccer team, member of the St. Benedict soccer team, and just amazing film photographer. Everything you're killing it. Thank you for doing this with me, and I will catch you later.
See you, man.
All right, peace.